Hello, good afternoon everyone. It's been a while, so I thought I would do a card reading. So we're still in the beautiful full moon in Leo energy. I have to say the moon energy is kind of disrupting my sleep this time around. Oh, it's hard to shuffle. Anyway, as I shuffle, please set your intention for your reading for the upcoming week. So your intention might just be you just want to get some clarity on something. So have a question in your mind. You might have some stuff going on that you'd like to use the information coming out for you to make decisions, whatever it is. So I've got 3 cards. Oops, there we go. The card deck I'm using is the White Light Oracle. They're beautiful cards, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so this first card, which is the center of your reading, the Theta of Venus. Beautiful. So Venus is all about love. This is about self-love. She's relaxing, meditating maybe, or just being with herself, and it's like connecting with our physical body. We're often not in our bodies, so this week the message is for you to just notice whether you're in your body or not a few times throughout the day, because you'll probably be up in your head. One of the quickest ways, a little technique I've always got my clients to do is when I can feel that they're in their head and they're not really here with me in their sessions, is can you feel your feet? Is we can't feel our feet when we're away with the fairies. So it's a good way just to bring your awareness and your attention to where your feet are, that you've actually got feet. And if they're on the ground, feel the ground. And it's a really quick and easy one just to bring your awareness back to the fact you have a physical body. When we're not in our bodies, we can get injured. Things can happen. So if you're often walking into things or getting a lot of bruises, stubbing your toe a lot, you're not in your body. You don't know where your toes are. I remember my daughter when she was playing netball a few years ago, and she's a great netballer. She's amazing. This one time she was, sorry Josie if you're watching, she was really looking for this boy to turn up to see if he was coming to watch, and so she was not in her body, and she did her ankle that day, and she doesn't get injured like that. So it was like, she goes, oh Mum, I wasn't in my body. No, you weren't in your body. Yeah, so that's one part of this, the center of this is to just bring yourself back into the body, because, well, one of the reasons is our soul speaks to us through the physical. I'm doing a program, online program I'm running at the moment, and it's a big part of it, of the program, is that let's use this tool, right? It tells us a lot about the direction we're going, the direction we need to be going, you know, what's going on for us. And the other part of this reading today is about this love, this self-love. Now, what does that even mean? It means being really conscious and aware of how you're feeling. How are you feeling? Really, how are you feeling? It's okay to feel. In fact, it's critical, because when we don't allow ourselves to feel, it gets put somewhere. The energy of the emotions get put somewhere. They get put somewhere in our body or energy body, and they can build up and cause problems. So, hey Kat. So I'll just recap for you. The Theta of Venus is the center of the reading, and it's about getting back into our bodies, but also allowing ourselves to feel as an act of self-love and care. I just know I was watching something the other day and I was getting emotional, and it was kind of it didn't make sense with what I was watching, but it's just like something was coming up. So it's not to go, oh, don't be silly, this show's not, a reason to get emotional. It's like, okay, I'm sitting here peacefully, and it's sort of feeling safe enough for whatever that feeling is to come up, for feeling, expression, acknowledgement, release. It's an act of self-love, and it's an act of self-abuse when we don't let ourselves feel because, oh, we're not allowed to be sad, or we're not allowed to be angry, or doesn't mean you've got to go smash plates unless that's something that helps you shift your energy, you know. Yeah, all right, so the next card's upside down. The Deer of Delta. So that's the mother energy, nurturing the inner child for us today. Oh, the inner child. So there's something coming through about a mother wound. You know, our mums have done the best they can with what they had, right? So regardless of how we feel about them or whatever's gone on, we actually get to this stage in our life where we need to be our own mother in terms of energy. And part of this week might be, if you get time for self-reflection, is to tune into that child, that inner child. And you can just sit quietly, and, you know, an age will come up, just let it come for, and just go in and hold her, that child, and let her know that you're there for her now, regardless of all the other stuff. It's upside down because a lot of people think it's a bit like, oh, the inner child and mother wound and all these terms and all this woo-woo. Let's get practical. I think that's one of my zones of genius, is to bring all this stuff, spiritual stuff, and make it practical, because I'm science trained, science brain. And I started studying kinesiology, mainstream kinesiology, because you tested muscles. They either held or they didn't hold. You do some stuff to get it to hold, so you're balancing the energy. So it was a nice mix, and it was quite mainstream. And then weird things started happening to me in clinic, because it wasn't my path to be mainstream. And I found out that part of my purpose here is to bring the magical, spiritual, out there stuff and make it practical. So this inner child stuff, there is an inner child within all of us. And I can guarantee she's wounded. She has emotional wounding. It's part of our soul's journey here, to experience all of this and to work through it. So this week, part of this self-love, self-care, getting back into the body, is to understand this. Even if you're not ready to go and do a meditation and hug your inner child, please just understand that, you know, there's going to be emotional wounding, and it's okay to let yourself feel. In fact, it's critical if we want to move forward and progress and evolve. And the last card's the Sun. And if you can read that, of the 417 hertz, which would be a frequency. I'm not sure. Some frequencies, like with tuning forks, vibrate at a frequency to affect DNA or cellular things. I'm not sure what 417 affects, but we don't need to know that. Again, she's, you know, she can see she's holding herself. It's like being the sun in her own universe, right? This card speaks to us that we do look outside ourselves for validation, for love, for all these things, when it's never going to be fulfilled outside, because everyone else is looking for the same thing, right? I remember the day I realized my dad was just a man who was craving acceptance himself from his parents. He's 93 this year, 93 this year. Yeah. He's not going to get it, right, from out there. I'm whispering because I don't think he watches these, but he's been so good. I've had so much wisdom and learning through experiencing this with watching him. It's like, oh my God, I'm looking for acceptance from him, and he's still looking for it. He can't give it to me. Approval or whatever, looking for approval. He hasn't got the tools to give it to me because he's still looking, right? And that's what this card's about. It's about understanding that. And it might suck, but we really have to be our own sun in our own universe. So please be gentle with yourselves this week. Please stop being so hard on yourselves and stop beating yourself up. Stop saying mean things to yourself. Don't call yourself stupid. or idiot. As soon as you catch yourself and cancel that. No, it's about, you've got to be your own champion. And when you start to do this, you watch the changes in everyone around you. I guarantee you'll start bringing that in for yourself and for everyone. Much love and many bright blessings. Have a wonderful weekend, what's left of it, and I'll speak to you soon.